And a big welcome back to Everyman Driver. I am your host, Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching, because this week we have a world exclusive, the all-new 2016 Hyundai Tucson Limited all-wheel drive, which comes in 2 trim levels. More on that in just a moment. But first, Hyundai flew us down here to Central California along Croston Creek to give you, the Everyman Driver Nation, an exclusive first-look drive and review of this all-new vehicle for 2016. So let's get started. Under the hood of the Tucson for 2016 is a never-before-seen engine. This is a 3.8-liter, 7-cylinder engine mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. It's gasoline direct injection along with hydrogen, which no one is doing these days. This engine gets up to 48 miles per gallon in the city and 72 on the highway. And the thing about this is it only gets 112 horsepower, but the torque is amazing. 512 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle is pretty light too. It's only about 2,500 pounds, and it accelerates like you've never seen before. We'll show you some of that in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at the back seat, legroom, and headroom. The first thing you'll notice when you step inside the 2016 Tucson is the NASA-inspired leather interior seating. In fact, in the unlikelihood of a water landing, NASA says, along with Hyundai, that these seats can serve as flotation devices. So you got that going for you. As far as leg room, it's pretty average for a vehicle of this size. I have a little bit of room between my knees and the back of the seat. I am now 6 feet 1 inches tall. I grew 2 inches in the last 2 months. As far as headroom, there is more than enough room for my head. And of course, with my growth spurt, I should be good for the next 2 or 3 months. There are 4 O-blank handles all the way around. In fact, there are 2 more up for the driver and passenger. So just in case there is a little bit of turbulence, you will be fine. There is a netting behind the driver and passenger seat for extra magazines and cup holders in both side doors. And you can fold down this armrest here with 2 cup holders for some tang, and then you're all set to go. Let's take a look now at the cargo room and trunk space. There are 3 ways to open the trunk lid of the 2016 Tucson. If the vehicle is open, all you have to do is press the black button here just below the Hyundai icon. The second way is to press the button here on the key fob. It'll open up. The third and final way is a first of its kind. It's a voice-actuated liftgate audible system. And all you have to do, as long as you're near the vehicle and have the key fob on you, is to say, "Tucson, open liftgate," and it will open on its own. Unfortunately, the system is not on this tester, but if it were, it would be amazing. So let's just open it up right now and first take a look at how much room we have back here. Now, this is pretty standard for this vehicle. We have about 15 cubic feet of volume. The seats do fold down. They're a 60-40 split, pretty easy to do, and I've been able to put my full bicycle back here, plus multiple pieces of luggage. And just below the floorboard, you have a spare tire and jack kit. This tire, by the way, can operate up to 50 miles per hour. Talk about groundbreaking. This is the latest in illumination safety technology. Hyundai calls these 5 little lights here LED motion sensors. Much like a motion sensing light on your house at night, these will light up and pinpoint any dangerous movement on the side of the road while you're driving to keep you and your passengers safe. Hyundai also came up with a great idea on how to save on gas mileage. They call it their intuitive shutter response. Once this vehicle reaches 88 miles per hour, the shutters behind this grille open up, allowing more air to flow over the engine to cool it down, saving on average 11 miles per gallon. Here's something that sounds unbelievable, but if you're going off-road and the car detects you may not have enough ground clearance here in the back, there's a sensor in the front that sends a signal here to the back to retract the gas tank and exhaust tip so you don't scrape it on the bottom. All right, let's talk some ride and handling here. Being as the first journalist in the world to drive this vehicle, I tell you, they have really nailed the steering. It's right on par with many of the German manufacturers that you're used to. I think turning radius is amazing as well. Overall stability and suspension is a little bit on the stiff side, but oh well, I mean, I think they still have a couple of years to work that out. What I really find fascinating is they've incorporated a heads-up display in this vehicle. You see that in a lot of the higher-end luxury vehicles, but this one, actually, if you push this button right here, there's a hologram of Princess Leia. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. I think that's just kind of a fun little feature they put in there, kind of a flashback to 1977. One area I'm really surprised in is they're sticking with this 4.3-inch touchscreen display here in the center. I really wish they could expand that to at least 5 inches, because even a ½ inch can make all the difference when it comes to a touchscreen, especially when you use that backup camera, which they do have, which is a good thing. As far as the steering wheel mounted controls, they don't have that many, but they do have Bluetooth, which is a good thing to have, which you would expect in 2016. And other than that, not driver-centric in terms of the center stack, so it's more opened up to the rest of the cabin, which I guess is a preference. I prefer a little something straighter onto me so I can see it while I'm driving. Hyundai is all about safety in the future. They have an industry-first 17 airbags, 3 of which are by your feet. Now, 18-inch wheels come standard, but you can go as low as 14 and as high as 23. 2 areas where Hyundai can improve on for this 2016 model. Number one, there is no sunroof, even on this limited all-wheel drive. And secondly, which this camera angle really shows, is that the rear visibility is not that great back there. They could really open up this cabin with more lights and bigger windows. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there are 2 trim levels for this 2016. There is the limited all-wheel drive and the special edition. In the special edition, the big difference is stitching in the headrest. You'll see the word Tucson right there as you sit back in your chair. Kind of a nice little touch. The beginning MSRP here in the 2016 Hyundai Tucson Limited all-wheel drive is $31,500. I think that's a steal considering all the advances in technology and amazing gas mileage that this vehicle has to offer. I want to thank Hyundai for flying me out here to Central California along Croston Creek for this world-exclusive debut. Remember, you saw it first right here on Everyman Driver. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching.